evening. This is my discussion board for week one, and this is my PowerPoint presentation. I did choose a program of Inland Regional Center. This agency is ran by another program, which is the Department of Developmental Service. They oversee all IRC and all the other regional centers in California. They do receive the funding. DDS does receive the funding and they disperse the funding to all the regional centers. Inland Regional Center is one of the biggest ones out of all of them in California. And so, Inland Regional, they do serve those of the population with developmental disabilities. For example, they have an early start unit that serves 0 to 3, then they have the preschool age unit, and then they have the transition unit, then it moves on to the adult unit, and the adult unit can go up to like seniors, so elderly including. They do place homes, provide service like respite, and it's all depending on the disability and the severity and the needs to each individual because each individual is different. Um, so some of their funding, it is a nonprofit organization, but it is funded federally and state. So they receive most of their money is federally funded, and then some is state. And it is funded, like for example, like programs like Medicaid. Um, and in the 2024 through 2025 fiscal year, they did receive it was 15.37 billion. And DDS, like I said, is the program. So Inland Regional Centers Agency, DDS, is a program that is contracted in order to receive the funding and disperse the funding and making sure that the funding is being used appropriately, as well as all the inland regional centers running appropriately, like following laws and providing services to all the consumers as it should under all the laws. And DDS is also the one who implements if something changes, if they ask for something different, etc., then they will let us know, and then it will be implemented, and then etc. So we do at Inland Regional also have a board of trustees. They make decisions in regards to like services or like funding as well. So they also work with DDS. And when I mentioned earlier, they provide residential placement, employment services. So um, you know even though they do provide by employment services, they do help get those with developmental disabilities employment. They also employ some of those consumers, and then or like school or day programs or independent living, transportation therapies, like it could be therapies like occupational therapy, speech therapy, um, physical therapy, respite, early intervention services is provided to those in 0 to 3. Sometimes in early intervention, there could be respite, very rare, but if they qualify for it, they will. So a lot of that funding that is given is obviously it goes to all those services that are provided to the consumers, and it's The other funding, it goes to the 1,200 to 5,000 employees that work under Inland Regional Center. Some of the staff include like bilingual psychologists, case management, service coordinators, and then also there's more staff. So there's human resources staff. There is early intervention staff, or there's occupational therapy staff. There medical doctors that sign off staff, facilities, IT department. So it's a large range of staff. Um, they have been serving consumers for 53 years now. It did open in 1972, and up till now, give or take, there's been 42,000 plus consumers being served. Um, but thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my presentation. Thank you.